Now I will write a recursive function for displaying a linked list, that is a traversing as well as displaying a linked list. So I'll remove this function and I'll write a recursive function here. Function name is display. It takes a parameter of type this node, structure node pointer. Let us call the pointer name as P, and it is taking P as a pointer. So we'll be passing first as a pointer to this one. Then, as this is recursive, so we should write down base condition. Base condition may be for continuation or termination. So we will write the condition for continuation. So if that P is not a null, then we will print. If P is not equal to null, then print P's data, that is data inside each node. So printf P's data. After printing data, it should go to next node recursively. So display will call itself again by passing next node's pointer. So display P is next. That's all. Close the bracket and close this one. So this is a recursive function for displaying all the elements of a linked list one by one. So it is printing and calling itself and moving on to the next node. So for this example linked list, how it works, let us look at it. So if I am calling this upon first node pointer, that is first if I pass, suppose the call is display first, then let us see how it works. So I will trace that function and show you. This tracing is important because a lot of things that we can do upon linked list, and we can write down recursive functions also. So let us see the tracing. So first time when I call this function by passing first, that is the pointer of the first node, that is 200. So it will be called upon first, that is 200. I am not writing the complete function name display, I am just writing D, that is D for display. Let us see what it does. See, 200 is passed, 200 is not null, P is not null, P is 200. So that it will print and then it will call itself on next node. So first thing it does is, it will print 8, P is here, right, P is here. So it will print 8 and call itself upon next node, that is 210, this one. So display will be called upon 210. So I am generating a tracing tree. Simultaneously, I will also show you stack contents. Let us look at stack content also, because recursion uses stack. Suppose this is a stack, system stack. First time when I have called, the address was 200. So activation record is created and the pointer P is 200. And 200 is not null, so it has printed this 8 and it has called again itself for the next address, that is 210. So for the next call, again an activation record will be created and the pointer P will have the value 210. Now in this call, P is 210, P is not null, so it will print. So print the data present here, that is 3. And then next step is call itself again for P is next. So it will call again itself for next node, that is 270. So it will take this value actually, 270. So it will call itself for 270. And this is the address of this node. So whenever pointer is not null, it is performing these two steps. So focus on these two steps. Now D of 270 is called. Again a new activation record is created. So again a new activation record. This is a fresh call and the P value is 270. 270. Enter inside. P is not null. 270 is not null. It's not 0. Print the value. 270. This node is having value 7. Then second step, call itself for the next node. Call itself for the next node. So what is next here? 300. So 300. Call upon 300. This 300 is the address of the next node. So again there is a fresh call. So again a new activation record is created and the pointer P will have the address 300. Now in this call, P is a 300. 300 is not null. Then print. What is the value inside this one? 12. The next call, to next node, call to next node D. So what is the address here? 350. 350 is passed. Now again it's a new call. So for new call, again an activation record is created. This time P value is 350. 350. Now fresh call. P is not null. 350 is not null. Then print. What is the value in 350? Address 350. I'll remove this. Value is 9. 9. Then next step is call itself on next. Call itself on next, that is 0. So it will call itself D upon 0. Now again a new call. That 0 is nothing but null. So again an activation record is created. And in this activation record, P value is 0. So again a fresh call. P is not equal to null. No, it is equal to null. P is equal to null. It will not enter inside. So P is equal to null means false. False means don't enter inside. Exit. So function exits. This function will terminate. This call will terminate without doing anything. Now as this is recursion, when this call has terminated, its activation record is deleted. Then it will go back to the previous call. Previous call was for this node 9, this node. So the value was printed and it went on the next node also. So the printing was also done. It went on to the next node also. Work is over. So this function has finished. So its activation record is deleted. It will go back. For this also, both the steps are over. So again, this work is completed. So its activation record is deleted. And likewise, all of them are deleted. So function is returning back. So the recursive calls are made one by one and then it will go on returning back. So that's all about display function. Now let us analyze this one. We have already written a function using loop also. And that one and this one. First of all, how much time it takes? Time, what is the work it is doing? Printing, nothing else. Then printing takes how much time? Constant time for one node. Then how many times it is printing? Depends on number of nodes. So what is the time taken? N times printing. Time is N. So the time is order of N, whether you use loop or recursion. So in the loop will repeat for N times. So it is order of N. But in recursion, the code is here. So it is printing and calling itself. Printing and calling itself. So how much time it is taking? Print, call, print, call, print, call. So how many times printing is done and calling is done? Depends on number of nodes. So again, it is also order of N. So the time taken by this function is N. You can remember that if there is any procedure which is traversing the linked list once, then time will be order of N only. Then next, space. Loop function was a simple function. There was no extra space. But this is recursion that uses stack. So what is the size of the stack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many nodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 nodes are there, but 6 activation records. Why? 1 for null also. So total 6 activation records are created. So total N plus 1 activation records are created. And if you count the calls also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, N plus 1 calls. So one more thing remember, if any procedure or a recursive function is written for traversing a linked list just once, then it will be making N plus 1 call for the entire linked list, and also the stack size will be N plus 1. So asymptotically, answer is order of N. It is order of N. So the space is also order of N and time is also order of N. So that's all about this function. Now I will make changes in this display function. It is printing, then calling itself recursively. I'll just change the order. First let it call recursively, then print. Then let us see what happens. Now this is a different function. First it is calling itself recursively, then printing the element in a node. So this is the first step and this is the second step. What happens if this change is made? Let us trace this one. And as it is recursive, it will also use a stack. So maybe I'll get the same stack. So I have not removed the stack. Let us trace that one and see how it works. First time when the function is called, it is called with address 200. So this is the first call. Yes, this is the first call. Activation record is created. 200, P is 200. P is not null. Yes, it is not null. Call itself again. What about printing? Afterwards, first of all, call itself again. So first it will make a new call upon next node. P is next. So what is the next node? 210. This address. See, it will take the address from this node only. So 210. And what about printing afterwards? So first let us finish this. Again a fresh call. P assigned 210. So P is 210. P is not null. Yes. Call again for the next node and printing afterwards. So again this will make a call upon next node, upon this next node 270. So 270 and print afterwards. So likewise it will continue. It will call for 270 when it is called, then it will call again for 300. So again a new call for 300 and printing will be done afterwards. So for 300 it will call upon next node, that is 350 and printing will be done afterwards. Again it will call upon next node, that is null, and printing will be done afterwards. Now this is at the last. So P is 0. This not null condition fails because P is null. So it will not enter inside and terminates. So this function terminates. So its activation record is deleted. So this is over. Then it will go back to the previous call. In that previous call, it has finished first step, that is go to next node. But printing it has to do. So first step is completed, printing is remaining. So it will print now. So what is the value of this 350? 350 node is having value 9. 9 is printed. So this function is over, its activation record is deleted. It will go back to the previous call. For this the node is 12, so it will print 12, its activation record is deleted. Go back for this node, print 7, its activation record is deleted. Go back for this node 210, its value is 3 is printed, its activation record is deleted. Go back for this node 8 is printed, activation record is deleted. So you can see that it is printing while returning. So what is the output? Output is 912738. That is 912738. So these are the values printed. So these values are in reverse. 912738. Yes, it is displaying a linked list in reverse. See, the previous function was printing in the same order, but this is printing in reverse order. Only the difference is the printf was before the call. Now the printf is after the call. So the order has changed because it is printing while returning. Recursion will call itself again and again, and also it will return. So while returning, it is printing. So if you are doing anything at returning time, then it will be done in reverse. Then what about the time and the space taken by the function? That is same amount of time. For 5 nodes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 calls are there, and the size of the stack is also 6. So it is taking same amount of space and time. So the time and the space is order of n only. So that's all about traversing and displaying linked list recursively. We'll see more operations on linked list.